Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to also add my voice to this all-important motion by our colleague, Senator Catherine Moma. The Speaker, from the onset, I support the motion, but as my colleagues have said, perhaps the promoter of the motion may want to consider moving very fast and proposing an amendment, or actually several amendments to the Tobacco Control Act of 2007. Speaker, when the Tobacco Act was being enacted, the issue of e-cigarettes wasn't really an issue in this country. At the time of enacting that law, the access to e-cigarettes was perhaps limited to a very, very small, actually an insignificant percentage of our population. Today, Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, to a lot of young people, access to e-cigarettes has become the in thing. That young people in their social spaces would want to be seen walking around with the e-sticks and doing their thing. Mr. Speaker, what Senator Moma has done in this motion is to actually trigger the need to consider a real national dialogue on tobacco and substances abuse. Speaker, we may not want to admit it, but the fact, whether we admit it or not, is that we are, as a country, we are losing an entire generation to drugs and substances abuse. And, Mr. Speaker, we are all to blame for this, because I think a lot of people, and especially parents, have become too busy. And these days, a majority of parents, and I am a parent, struggle to create time to do parenting, to squeeze time for their families because they are busy doing other things, including attending to Senate official businesses. Speaker, the net effect of that is that our young people have now been left to the masses of the internet. And you know, the worst thing about our situation is that we have no regulations in this country to control access to e-cigarettes through the internet. So they can purchase these things through the internet. In this country, there isn't even a regulation on the limitations on the maximum nicotine concentration of the e-cigarettes. There is no requirement, Mr. Speaker, to have health warnings on the product packaging. Mr. Speaker, smoking e-cigarettes is permitted in this country in public spaces, including even in public transport. The Speaker, yes, this is a lifestyle thing. It may look cool and trendy to our young people, but as a leadership, as a nation, we have a responsibility, a duty of care to snatch our young people from the snares of e-cigarettes and the abuse of substances. So, Mr. Speaker, I will join my colleagues in congratulating Senator Muma for coming up with this motion and asking her then to move, as I said, and propose the necessary amendments to the Tobacco Control Act of 2007 so that we can have a real conversation, so that we can get an opportunity for the public to participate in enacting laws that are relevant to our situation and to our country at such a time as this. The Speaker, with those remarks, I support.
Senator Montet.
Thank you.